45 minutes. So the only verse that I'm going to refer to is Galatians 2, verse 20, which is, I'll read it so you guys don't need to turn to it. I have been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. And the life I now live in the flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. I do not nullify the grace of God, for if righteousness were through law, then Christ died for no purpose. Amen?
Amen.
So, for me, I was just thinking during the time of worship, if we all had rubbish, our home rubbish, and if we kept it in our house instead of giving it to the garbage truck, and we just collected it ever since we were born, how big it will be right now. It will probably be bigger than this room, like the amount of garbage bags that we have. And that is how our life is till we come to Christ. Our life is full of baggages, full of hurt, full of guilt, full of sin. And it's all like that till we come to Christ. And the time we come to Christ, we are a new man. But in the Bible, it refers to a new creation more than a new man, but it's the same thing. And when we come to this, we are being crucified with Christ. And as Galatians 2:20 says, our older ways are gone and we are becoming new. So what does that mean? That means all that rubbish that we've been putting in our house, that's going to the garbage truck.
Amen.
And since it's going to the garbage truck, it doesn't mean that we're not still going to be having rubbish in our life. We're still going to have rubbish that we need to get rid of. And likewise, we will still have sin that will come into our life. But the difference is, before we come to Christ, we live in sin. But after we come to Christ, we might be sinning, but we don't live in sin. So that's the difference. Because when we come to Christ and we are a new creation, we might be sinning, but we have that guilt inside of us. I have sinned, I need to get right with God. But before we are a new creation, when we sin, we love that sin. We were like, let me go and sin more, let me go drink more, let me go party more. And we live a life which is full of sin. But once you become a new creation, that old way is gone and you become new. And that is what Galatians 2:20 says, and that is what I've learned from being a new creation.
Amen.
Amen.
Good, bro.